Today, I want to talk about the 5 fears that held me back from creating YouTube content because I feel like they're very common fears, and they're fears you're likely facing yourself. I believe that everyone has a special message to share with the world, and I think that YouTube is the perfect platform for that. I've taken a lot of time off of creating content. I haven't created for quite some time, and honestly, it's because of these fears. But I've been doing a lot of internal work, and I have reframed them, and I wanted to go over my process and share what I've learned with you in hopes that maybe you will feel encouraged to share your story on YouTube as well. If you're new to my channel, my name is Megan. I share about my mental health and addiction recovery journey. And if you're a returning subscriber, hi, it's been a while. Nice to see you guys again. I will be sharing more content about sharing your story and sharing your voice because I feel like the world desperately needs to hear our voice right now. As we elevate our voice and other people's voices, we will see a change in society. Okay, so let's get into this. Fear of feeling ugly. Now, this can be broken down into two aspects. There's the fear of feeling ugly, like showing up as yourself and feeling ugly and unattractive. And then there's also the side of showing your flaws. A lot of people believe that flaws are ugly in and of themselves. Not just your appearance and physical flaws, but the flaws in your story, the flaws in your past, things that you're ashamed of. If you've been to my channel before, though, you know that I am a huge advocate for sharing your story and sharing all of it. I think that the more people hear your story, the more they resonate with it. Your flaws don't make you less worthy. They make you human. They make you relatable. When you embrace your true self, imperfections and all, you're showing your authenticity. And that's what people connect with. How likely are you to feel connected and motivated by somebody who shows their perfect life all the time? In all honesty, you probably end up feeling resentful, jaded, a little jealous. At least that's my experience. It's when people are real and show their true struggles that we connect with them the most. So let's reframe this fear. When you show up as you are, imperfections and all, you're building trust. People want authenticity, not perfection. Let your flaws be a part of your story. That's what makes you unique, and that's what makes you human, and we are all human after all. Fear of sounding stupid. You fear that you'll say something wrong, or you won't be able to express your thoughts clearly. You get on camera and you stutter and stumble, and you can't get your words out. Trust me, I relate to this so much, especially with my ADHD. I literally talk in circles and cannot handle the editing process sometimes because I'm just like, Megan, get to the point. But here's the truth. No one starts off perfect. Every creator has stumbled, and every creator that is super far in their journey still stumbles on their words. The part of sounding stupid, maybe it comes from a fear of sounding uneducated. Do your research. That's the best you can do. As long as you know that you are providing good, reliable sources and you are giving information from a place that is genuine, you don't have to worry. Will you make mistakes and say things incorrectly? Yes. Will you stumble over your words when you film? Yes. As long as you're not out here spreading misinformation or trying to maliciously hurt someone, I think you'll be okay. No one gets everything right all of the time, and the people that do are kind of annoying. So let's reframe this one. It's not about sounding perfect. It's about sharing your message. People will connect with your passion and your authenticity, even if you make mistakes along the way. The more you practice, the more clear and confident you will become. Fear of failure. This is a big one that holds a lot of people back. You worry that if you try and fail at something, it means you're not good enough. You weren't meant to do it. And that is so far from the truth. That fundamentally misunderstands what failure is. Failure does not mean that you won't succeed. It is a stepping stone to success. You have to learn and grow in order to succeed. I mean, there are the cases where you try something and you're perfect and you nail it the first time, but how often does that happen? Growth is a necessary part of the journey. I've missed out on so many opportunities to learn and grow as a person because I was afraid that I was a failure because I couldn't get it right away. Nobody gets everything right away. You need to be able to make a mistake, reassess the situation, make a different choice, and go a different direction. Doesn't mean you will always get it right. No, you're gonna fail a lot. And in fact, Greg and I like to tell each other, fail faster. Make more mistakes, because the more that you fail, the more growth and opportunities you have to learn. So let's reframe this thought. When you fail, it doesn't mean that you fail at everything. It means you're getting closer to what works. Each video you create will teach you something new. Every time you try, you're getting better. Will they always be better and better and better? No, skills don't work like that. Growth is not linear. You will have ebbs and flows, and that's okay. So instead of fearing failure, embrace it as the teacher that it is. Fear of rejection. Maybe you're worried that people won't like your content or they won't relate to your message. That's okay. Not everyone is going to like you. It's about connecting to the people that resonate with your message. It can be discouraging to find out that people don't like what you have to say. It can be discouraging to get hate comments, but don't take them to heart. If someone is projecting their pain and anger at you, have the boundaries to know that that is about them and not about you. Another way that this fear showed up for me personally was worrying about what the people in my life thought about my YouTube channel. Because I'm so raw and honest on it, I was afraid that the people that I went to high school with, or the people that I worked with, are going to judge me or reject me socially. And I had to embrace what I had to say. When you have a message and it resonates deeply with you, it will resonate with others. Focus on those supporters that love you and resonate with you because they will get you through the hard times. They will get you through the rejection. They will get you through the mean comments. What rejection does is help you find your true audience, those that love and support you for who you are and what you have to say. So let's reframe this fear. Rejection isn't a personal attack. It's just filtering out the people who aren't meant to be there. It's about the people that accept and resonate with your message that are meant to be your true supporters. Focus on them and know that their support will outweigh any negativity that comes into your life. Fear of feeling unworthy. The most paralyzing fear for most of us, especially those of us with self-doubt, is this fear of feeling unworthy. You may think, who am I to share my story? Who will care? The truth is that your voice matters. Your story matters. The things you've been through, the lessons you've learned, they're so valuable. There are people out there that need to hear your message. People that are stuck in the place where you were 5 years ago when you were struggling. They need to hear your message so they know that they're not alone. So let's reframe this fear. You don't have to earn your worthiness. It is already inside of you. You are already whole and worthy. You are enough as you are. Your voice, your experiences, and your unique perspective are very worthy of sharing. You don't need to modify it. You don't need to add to it. You don't need to learn more. You don't need to do more before you're ready. You're ready now. When you step into that truth and speak from your heart, you empower others to do the same. You have everything you need to make a difference, and your story is worthy of sharing. If you're holding back because of these fears, I want you to know that you're not alone. Every creator has faced these at some point or another, and honestly, everybody has. Doesn't matter if you're sharing online, offline, to a friend, to a crowd, we've all felt these fears. The key to overcoming them is not by avoiding them, it is by facing them head on. Acknowledge that they exist, understand where they come from, and accept them. You can't make them go away. You learn how to live with them. When people say that they're fearless, I laugh. It's not about living fearlessly. It's about accepting the fear and taking action anyway. Each fear you face and conquer takes you one step closer to becoming the person that you want to be in life, to be the content creator you want to be in life, to show up in relationships and at work as you want to be. Don't let these fears hold you back any longer. I know that these fears were very personal to me. I feel like they're relatable, but I know that there are more fears out there. So I've created a worksheet that you can download if you click the link in my description. It allows you to identify your fear, work through it, and reframe it. If you've made it this far, I have a bonus fear for you. It's the fear of public speaking. And I know that sounds silly to talk about when you're speaking to a camera, but it's the same thing. You're sharing your message publicly via social media. When you have this fear of public speaking, there's an intense energy that builds up inside your body. And I want to break that down for you in the next video. I want to talk about what that truly is. Is it anxiety? Is it fear? Is it power, maybe? If it's available, you'll be able to click it right here. If not, check back soon.